Ethan, the latest on USC's football facilities. That's another thing that you and I discussed before the show, is something we wanted to talk about. So give our audience a sense of what's new and what's really relevant right now.
Absolutely. So about a week ago, they came out with a new update on that. So let me pull that up. It was a post on Instagram and on Twitter. They said the final beam has been laid at the Bloom Football Performance Center. So this is, obviously Kara Folt, Lincoln Riley, Jen Cohen, all in front of the new Performance Center. It's scheduled to open in, I believe, next summer. So it's not going to be ready for this football season, but it'll be ready for next football season when coincidentally all of those big recruits are coming in. Seems like pretty good timing to me. But yeah, I mean, I think this shows that the the construction's on schedule. It seems to be pretty structurally done, and now they just have to add some of the finer touches. There's a lot of construction going on in the sports world at the USC campus right now. I mean, my last couple of weeks of this last semester, I'd walk by the soccer stadium every day, and I'd see the baseball stadium all the time, and just feels like for a long time coming for a lot of these sports. There's been these stadiums that they've been waiting on, and it seems like this next school year is going to be the time for all of them to open, and it's going to be a really exciting time on campus. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, this is a good sign. Kind of the worst case scenario in these situations is massive construction delays. So the fact that they have like really the foundation set is a good sign that they can get this done on time, and it'll be open in time for next year for sure.
Ethan, I think a question a lot of our USC fans and a lot of our viewers and listeners here at the Voice of College Football would be interested in: would all of this be happening, or at least would all of this be happening on this scale with this on this time frame, if USC had not made the move to the Big Ten? Do you think like the Big Ten is really was and is a central driver of this, or was this going to happen no matter what? And maybe that means going back 3-4 years in terms of things that happened before Jen Cohen even took over as athletic director. Obviously, she's been an important force in helping these things happen. But some people might think, well, this was going to happen regardless. What's your assessment of that? Just so that our USC fan base gets the straight story on this and why it's happened.
I think this is going to happen regardless, actually. And the reason I think that is just because of the NIL landscape. I think the NIL landscape is really what fueled this more than anything. I think as soon as I think even more than the move to the Big Ten being a program defining moment, the NIL House ruling really was the program defining moment that really kind of set things in motion. And we saw the immediate benefits of that in 2022, and we've had a couple of down years afterwards. But I mean, as soon as the NIL ruling came through, it just felt like a snowball of great things for USC at first, right? I mean, you hire Lincoln Riley, you get Caleb Williams, and then you go on and have that great season. Caleb Williams wins the Heisman, and it's like, wow, USC, like as you would anticipate when you're allowed to do brand deals in like Hollywood, in the media capital of the world, they are given a massive advantage and they're able to do all this stuff financially that they weren't able to do before. And then, like I said, last couple of years, it falls off a little bit. I think the Big Ten definitely incentivizes you to do this a little bit because, you're competing more directly with those schools. You want your athletes to have the same advantages that people at those other schools have. But I think even more than that, it was NIL because I just think I think it gave the boosters kind of a shot in the arm too, because they saw how much more directly their donations could really directly impact the football team because players were getting paid. And so I just think that the money has really been flowing in at USC ever since the Lincoln Riley hire, like it hasn't in a long time, because of the belief in Lincoln Riley as a coach, but also because, like I said, you can see the direct impact that you can have. So I think NIL is what did it more than the Big Ten, to be honest.